For sure, it's just going to be it is a wonderful day, and playing for the Denver Broncos for 10 years, and having all those tackles being made of fans, a walk apart in the park, and compared to just standing up here. And so forgive me for relying on my little notes here to speak to you today, and I'll do some questions afterwards if you like. It's like, wow, where do I start? Where do I begin? And this is just a great honor. And first I want to thank my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ for giving me this opportunity and for the amazing honor of going into the NFL Hall of Fame. And the possibility of getting there was always about God's timing in my mind. And so it took a little while, but I'm just very glad and very happy in order to have this experience and go in with guys like that guy named Steve Atwater over here on the side kind of thing. So, having in God's timing, it was all about today. And this today was about being named as a senior finalist for sure. And I'm glad to be part of that. Yesterday at work about this time, some of you don't know, but I still work. And I received a call from Mr. Jim Porter. He's the president of the Pro Football Hall of Fame. And my jaw actually dropped when he gave me the news that I was chosen to be going in as a senior finalist for the Pro Football Hall of Fame. So. And in that class of 2024, so it'll be, as you know, next year, but being chosen for that, again, is just a godsend for me. And so when getting that call from Jim Porter was one of those kinds of moments, and I patiently waited 35 years for this to happen. And being part of helping represent Orange Crush, Denver Bronco name, and being part of that for sure. And that, as most everybody knows, that started back in 1977. And I give a lot of credit to Joe Collier, a defensive coordinator coach, for creating that 34 defense and allowing me to be part of that over my 10 years of playing with the Broncos and Orange Crush. So very glad about that. The selection committee, certainly I wouldn't ever want to be in your shoes trying to select each year. Can't imagine that the task of making those decisions about who's going to be going in and the selection for the Hall of Fame. That's got to be a great job of being able to do that. And I want to thank them. Thank you, committee, for honoring me as a semi-finalist, a final semi-finalist for all you guys that do year after year. And today is reality of making my dream come true, of being selected for the Hall of Fame. And a special thanks, I see Mr. Legwell here. Mr. Legwell has been behind me for a long time, and I thank you and your committee for getting me into the Pro Football Hall of Fame. I really thank you. As you know, the Pro Football Hall of Fame is just a great honor, and there have been thousands of players, NFL players, playing. And the reality of it is there's only been 371. Did I get that correct, Eric? Thank you. 371 people or players that are in there. And so it's a very prestigious award. And I'm just very excited about that. And the committee, for them to actually choose me as a senior finalist, has just been a real blessing. And I can't remember the last time I've been happier since yesterday and today of getting this kinds of news and being part of the NFL for a long time. And so right now, it's just a real blessing, and I want to thank you and Jeff, your committee, And I also want to thank Steve Michael, who used to play for the Bears, and Art Powell, who played for those. I don't know if he played for the Oakland Raiders or the Las Vegas Raiders or whatever they're called today. So congratulations to them. And to those who haven't been chosen yet, your time will come. You just got to have some patience in order to fulfill your own dreams. So that's a comment that I'd like to make to the others who weren't made it. And to close, I just want to give recognition to three very special people in my life. First is Mr. Jay Chimino, who is standing here in the red shirt. Jay is the CEO, president, owner of all of Phil Long dealerships, and that's who I've been working for the last 25 years. And so I'm supposed to be working today, but he let me go. And it's been over 20 years ago that we started this process. Jay was responsible for gathering the troops, so so to speak, in order to, on my behalf, to get into the Hall of Fame. He started that 20-some years ago, and Jay was relentless in his determination to see this day happen. So I want to thank you, Jay, personally. And
thank you.
You're the best.
Thank you.
And another person I'm going to thank is Gina Ponte here in the blue. Gina's a Phil Long communications officer, and she did an enormous amount of work over the last few years working with Jay, and the amount of work that she's done over the last several years has just been phenomenal, and we're actually seeing this day to come to fruition, so it's a really fun day to have everybody here and being able to help celebrate that. And you people don't know, but Gina's one in a million, and she's someone who would want to have on her team, because she's looking out for you, and her allegiance is to a very worthy cause, is like none other. So she's also responsible. And last but not least was Phil Olson, Roland Olson's brother, and like Jay and Gina, Phil never gave up on me as far as coming in, trying to get into the Hall of Fame, and his quest to stand by me is particularly for today, being him not being here, but he was a part of that in trying to get me into that senior semi-finalist list. And Phil is just a great guy, bar none. I mean, he's one of the most loyal friends and that anyone could ever want. So Phil's been doing a great job, and my profound gratitude goes out to thank Jay and to Gina and to Phil Olson for going the distance and giving me their support in the event and having the incredible blessing of being here today. Certainly need to thank the Denver Bronco organization, and thank you for taking a chance on me back in 1974. That was before some of you were even born, as I look out here. So back to 1974, and I did have a senior knee injury at Ohio State, and then there were other teams that had passed me up in that draft of 1974, and I just want to give my thanks to the Broncos and Greg and Kerry for being able to enjoy this moment of being a former Denver Bronco, and as I stand here today, I appreciate that. And I want to thank each and every one of you also here today that congratulate me, and it's just a real great honor and a real, as I said before earlier, it's all in God's timing, and I just want to say God bless to you, and go Broncos!
We'll have some questions for Randy at this time.